All right, welcome everyone to FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 European Qualifiers. This is Group H, the second window. We've got Slovenia hosting, taking on Czechia tonight, and it will be a good one, folks. Here is the not the standings, excuse me, the schedule for game day 3. These two teams will actually face each other again in a couple days in Czechia. And the standings, Czechia right now off to a good start from the previous window back in November, late November, early December. Got undefeated 2-0. And Slovenia 1-1 split the last window. And again, remember, 32 teams will play in this European qualifiers during 6 windows. It is quite a journey to qualify the 12 teams to the World Cup, which is scheduled in 2027 in Doha, Qatar. And the first round, 32 teams divided into 8 groups of 4, home and away versus each team over the first 3 windows. Obviously, this is the second window right now, and then later this summer window number 3 will take place in July. And the top 3 teams of each group will advance to the second round. So still a long way to go. And introductions underway here. And Czechia, as we said earlier, came out of that first World Cup window, perfect 2-0 in the opening game. They closed out Estonia 97-92, showing a lot of poise and obviously a high-scoring battle, and then followed that win with a solid win over Sweden, 97-80. And that 2-0 start was just really impressive. Kind of reflects their discipline and execution. They've got balanced scoring, and really setting them up very nicely heading into the second window. And Slovenia, a little recap on back in November, they finished 1-1. Started with a heartbreaking loss in overtime versus Estonia, 94-93, and they did blow a late lead in overtime, but then bounced back on the road with a 90. Where's that score? Actually, they beat Sweden, but as of right now, we're going to pause for the national anthems, and we will be right back.
Ostanite na nogah in skupaj z nami glasno zapojte himno Republike Slovenije. Please remain standing and sing the national anthem of Slovenia.
Always, always get goosebumps when you hear the national anthems. So much pride playing in front of a home crowd. And Slovenia obviously really want to get this home victory tonight, since they did have a rough go. The last window did lose in overtime, as I said earlier, to Estonia. And a win tonight would put them in a good spot to advance. They actually need to win both games this window to kind of control their fate. And in charge tonight, the referees, we've got Luis Castillo from Spain, Marius Chulin from Romania, and Dariusz Zapolski from Poland. And they will take care of us tonight. And Czechia, actually, a win tonight would keep them in the driver's seat to qualify for the second round. Matter of fact, 2 wins this window would clinch the advancement. So obviously they're trying to continue to stay on that track. And the starting 5 for them, you've got Ruban, Sikora, Petraka, Balint, and Svoboda coming off the bench. Quite deep, actually. A lot of youth, but as I said, they were very impressive in that opening window, showing a lot of poise. And head coach here, Labouche Barton, played, 20 years professionally, has been coaching for the last 10 years. Took over as head coach last September, I believe. And the starting 5 for Slovenia, you've got Samar, Radovic, Horvat, Kroflic, and Omic, excuse me. And Slovenia tonight needs to play with a lot of pace. You've got the veteran Prepelic coming off the bench, the sharpshooter, the captain for this team. Have to anticipate that he's going to have a huge impact tonight. And head coach Alexander Sikulic, and has been with this team since 2020, after he was an assistant. Trying to listen in, a little bit difficult just before Czechia heads out onto the floor. I think keys for Czechia will probably be to control the tempo. And we've got the countdown to tip-off, sponsored by Tizo. 1 minute. I think for Slovenia, it'd be really important for them to try and control the plane tonight, establish Omic early inside, win the rebounding battle, protect the rim, and try to limit second chance opportunities for Czechia. And oftentimes those second chance opportunities are the difference, especially on the road. So you have to imagine that Czechia is going to try their best to win all the effort plays, and have to imagine that they're going to try and be very physical on the rebounding.
Obračun kvalifikacij za svetovno prvenstvo začenjajo 5 Žiga Samar, 12 Rok Radović, 15 Gregor Hrovat, 17 Urban Krolić in 24 Alen Omić.
All these players know each other very well, showing their love early on, but we know as soon as this ball goes up, it's gonna be war. All right, and we are off. Welcome, welcome everyone. FIBA Basketball World Cup 2027 European Qualifiers. Slovenia winning opening tip here. Corner pocket three, around and out. But Samar fighting for the O board. It looked like they're trying to go inside, but Samar decides to take it himself. Can't get it to go, but the follow is there by Horvat. Sikora gets it back on the wing. Picks up his dribble pretty early. They go inside. To Petrika. Turnaround. Not this time. It gets his own board and makes sure that he does not miss 2 in a row. Little full court pressure here by Sikora. And Samar controlling the pace right now for Slovenia. And the three ball again off the mark. Sikora to go inside to Svoboda and turn it over as Radovic comes up with it. Kicks it out to the corner pocket three. That one's no good as well. So Slovenia right now 0 for 3 from downtown. Oh for 4 actually. Substitutions coming in. And Samora will check in. Petrika hands it off. Ruban, tough shot. Can't get it to go, but offensive rebound is there. And unfortunately, Ruban steps out of bounds on the sideline. We've got to love the effort by Samora, who just checked in. Samar, nice little dish. And Omic finishes in fashion, slams it home. And another unfortunate turnover, a little too much on that pass by Ruban, the captain. Horvat used the pick, and I think that was deflected out of bounds. That'll stay in the corner. So 10 seconds on the shot clock here. That's the previous play. Beautiful job there. Horvat will pull up. Can't get it to go. And Samora will bring the ball up the floor for Czechia. The drive and kick almost in. Yes, it is out of bounds. So a couple turnovers here for Czechia, which is really kind of uncharacteristic of them. Did a nice job the first window, only averaging about 8.5 turnovers a game. Horvat dishes it inside, kick it back out. Radovic will try from deep and finally hits a triple. Rok Radovic on the board. Valent almost loses it. And shot clock winding down. Samora has to decide what he's going to do. Pulls the trigger, hits the front of the rim. Horvat picking up speed. And a blocking foul. That'll be Czechia's first foul on Valent. There's that previous three-pointer by Radovic. Joksimovic, they go inside, and unfortunately a little too much on that pass. Turnover, and in transition again, a little sloppy play there by Czechia. Here comes Horvat, and Joksimovic throws it down. The young 17-year-old making his mark early, and a timeout on the floor for Czechia. And Slovenia with a 9-2 lead. With a little under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Let's have a listen in.
Můžeme hrát 53-42. Problém je v útoku. Nemusíme vystřelit, nemůžeme jenom ztrácet míče. OK? Jestli tě faulujou, tak to musíš pronat. Na to jsem vám připravoval, že to bude řežba. Dobrá 45, jo? Pozor teďko na press breaker. 45, kolik máme faulů? How many times? How many fouls here? We have only one foul. OK, pojďme.
All right, you saw the turnovers right there. Czechia already have 5, and as I said earlier, in the previous window, averaged 8.5. So 5 is enormous to start this game. Not even halfway through, almost halfway through this first quarter. So they definitely need to do a better job taking care of the basketball. Samora will bring the ball up the floor for Czechia. And a foul on the drive by Valent. That'll be on Kroflic. Yeah, just a little too much body. And Prepelic checks in for the first time. The drive and take is good for Kiesling. That's his first bucket. Obviously only the second field goal for Czechia. Some more substitutions on the floor. Zidek has checked in. Joksimovic with the basketball. The 3-ball up top is short. And Valent bring it up with speed. Turnaround jumper. Not this time. Joksimovic again with the rebound and is fouled. That is Samora's first foul. It's a little bit of a slow start here, obviously. Both teams actually, especially when both of these teams are averaging in comparison to the last window. Oh, beautiful play here. Unfortunately, they can't finish it. But both of these teams are averaging in the high 80s. And Radovic brings down that rebound. Joksimovic will take it all the way off the glass. It's good. And this young man has a very bright future. Made his debut with the senior team last window. Averaged about 6 points in 16 minutes. And another turnover here by Czechia. That'll be turnover number 6. I'm really kind of surprised by the way that Czechia is playing. They were so different in that first window. Granted, they are missing a few players. Have to hope for them that they'll settle in a little bit. Hopefully after this first quarter. Sometimes it takes a minute to get adjusted to the way teams are playing. And that take is no good for Slovenia. Opportunity here to get a bucket, and it gets blocked. But the putback is good by Kovar. Prepelic up top finds a wide open shot but can't get it to fall. Slovenia struggling a little bit from downtown. Kiesling hits the back iron, and another O board here for Czechia. Kiesling will try again. Same result, including the O board. Short once more for Czechia. And Joksimovic will slow things down a bit. Kicks it out. And that one is short, but it's his own rebound and tried to slam it home, but is fouled. So Krampel will head to the line. And these will be the first free throws of the game. That would have been nasty had he been able to convert that. So Smremkar will check in for the first time. Krampel only played about a little under 10 minutes in the first window. Is playing in Spain this year. A little full court pressure here. Gotta love the aggressiveness on defense. And Rylik is fouled by Krampel. Puts his hand up right away. Just on that reach in. Three ball is heavy again for Czechia. And Joksimovic will run the point on this. Prepelic is fouled on the jumper, so he will go to the line. Rylick got him on the arm there. So Prepelic, playing in Dubai this year, obviously has a ton of experience with the national team. Was most recently with them in Eurobasket last summer. Did average 10 points, 2 assists. Was also a part of that team that won Eurobasket in 2017. Sikora with the basketball. Now Rylick looks to drive, kicks it back out. Shot clock is winding down. Shot fake. 3-ball up and 3-ball down for Hanslik. And Czechia desperately needed that bucket. Krampel almost turned it over here. And the 3-ball, no good for Slovenia. And Zidek is fouled by Stuka. So again, both teams kind of struggling from beyond the arc. Only 1 for 4 for Czechia, 25%, and 1 for 9, 11% for Slovenia. Drive and kick, corner pocket 3. Will it go down this time? Yes, it does. Balint comes through, makes it a 2-point game for Czechia. Pass inside and a foul from behind on Kovar. And that will send Slovenia to the line. Just 67 seconds left in this first quarter, and that's Kovar's second. So have to imagine he's going to go have a seat. Petrica comes back in. So Krampel will go back to the line. And Slovenia, I think they desperately, not desperately, I shouldn't say that, but they definitely need a statement win at home to kind of flip the momentum and try to seize control of Group H. Especially losing at home versus Estonia in that overtime game in the first window. Balint looking for options, will pull from 3. Oh, Balint makes it a 1-point game. He's now 2 for 2 from downtown. Prepelic finds Samar, he'll drive. Off the glass for 2, easy finish there for Žiga. Samar. And slight differential between game clock and shot clock, very small. Balint, you can tell he definitely wants to go again for that 3-ball, and he's fouled. So that'll be on Stuka. I think that's his second foul. Yes, it is. And Balint at the line. And these are their first free throws of the game. Already has 7 And misses, but almost had an opportunity to get his own rebound. Slovenia can go all the way, and he does! Oh my goodness, get out of here! Nasty! How you feeling, sir? That's a way to end the first quarter. Look at that. How you like me now? Smrekar throwing it down. Wow. Slovenia now with a 4-point lead after 10 minutes, 20-16. My goodness, that didn't get you up out of your seat, wake you up a little bit. Woo! All right, let's take a look at some of these stats. So field goals right now, Slovenia 7 for 18, shooting 39%. Czechia 38%, shooting 6 for 16. Again, both teams, well, now it's a little bit better for Czechia. They're 3 for 6, shooting 50% from 3. Slovenia still struggling from beyond the arc, 1 for 9, that's 11%. Rebounding is pretty, well, that's not even, it's 9 rebounds for Slovenia, 14 for Czechia. But turnovers have been an issue for Czechia as they probably had 5 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of the game. And they just reviewed that last play to make sure that it counted, and heck yeah, it did. Zach Smrekar threw that down with authority, the 19-year-old. And here are some of the stats I was talking about a little bit earlier, but Czechia, really surprising how they started the game, considering they had a lot of poise in the first window. Really cool, calm, and collected, and it was really uncharacteristic of them to start with 5 turnovers in the first 5 minutes. They did finish that quarter with 6. Hopefully for them, they settle in a little bit more. And also kudos to Slovenia for creating some of those turnovers with their defense, as they do have 7 points after turnovers. So definitely creating offense out of their defense. Slovenia also has 12 points in the paint, and only 6 for Czechia, as well as 6 fast break points for Slovenia and 0 for Czechia. And if you do have your phones out, folks, please scan the QR code to get the Courtside 1891 app, or log in via the web to watch live streams and extended highlights of FIBA competitions. Get on that app, folks. All right, second quarter underway here. If you're just now joining us, Czechia in white, Slovenia in blue, and another turnover for Czechia. Svoboda was just a little too aggressive driving to the basket, and Prepelic sacrificing his body, holding his ground. Well, not really, I guess he did fall down, but you know what I mean. It's a great defense there by Slovenia, and there you go, 7 turnovers now for Czechia. Prepelic looking for an option. Shot clock winding down. They do give it inside. He gets it back, has an open look, hits the back iron. And they get it to Balent, who's fouled from behind by Smrekar. Smrekar, yep, right there, got him. So Radovic will check back in. Ruban finds Svoboda underneath, but he can't convert. Samar finds Prepelic. He'll drive this time, and yep, they're going to call a foul on the baseline on Ruban. So baseline out of bounds here for Slovenia. Prepelic. Tough shot, and is fouled with the runner. So that'll send Klemen Prepelic back to the free throw line. And that will be a foul on Svoboda. And that's his second. Prepelic shooting at 67% from the line. Goes 2 for 2 this time. And he will go have a seat as Hrovat comes in. Samora looking for an open man, finds Balent, and Balent knocks it down. And that was great patience offensively. They really took their time, made Slovenia work on defense. They got a great open shot. Very good execution for Czechia. Pick and roll. Kick it back out to Radovic. Goes around and out. Ruban is fouled. By Smrekar. And that's his second. And that was that previous play that I was talking about. They used almost the whole shot clock to get that shot. Samora, again, taking his time, looking for the open man. Ruban, tough shot, almost got it to go off the glass, but not this time. Hrovat comes down with the board, he'll bring it up. Turns the corner, and he will go to the line as he's fouled. And looks like Czechia has a man down, grabbing his ankle. Svoboda on the floor there. And that's Svoboda's third. And doesn't look good for Czechia as Zidek comes in. And don't forget, folks, these two teams are going to play again on Sunday. So Hrovat at the line is shooting 86% from the free throw line. Only played one game, the first window versus Estonia. Actually got to the free throw line 14 times in that game, which is enormous. So a 6-point lead now for Slovenia. And you see the free throw attempts right there. And Czechia might want to try and start to be a little bit more aggressive getting to the basket instead of settling. Almost lose it, kick it back out. Again, almost lose it. Shot clock winding down. Balent drives, throws a floater up. Can't get the roll. Ball stays with Czechia. Zidek will try from deep, can't get it to go. Joksimovic getting Slovenia organized. Drives left all the way, can't get it to go, unfortunately. But a foul on the rebound. Let's have a look here. So from behind, looks like that'll be on Petraka and Radovic. Shooting 67% from the line, but now Czechia in trouble. In foul trouble early. Still 7 minutes left to go in this second quarter. If I'm Slovenia, I'm staying aggressive, attacking, and you have to force Czechia's defense to be honest. Otherwise, if they foul, you're going to the line. And Radovic extends the lead, 8 points now, biggest lead for Slovenia. Balent gets it back. He'll drive off the glass. Can't get it to go. Another O board for Czechia. The three ball is good for Kieslink. Up top, he's got 5 points. And Czechia, again, desperately needed that bucket. Been struggling. And a timeout on the floor. Slovenia's lead now 26-21 with 6:40 left to go here in the second. Let's have a listen in on the timeout. All right, Czechia, 50% from downtown, 4 for 8. For me, the difference right now is that they've only turned the ball over once this quarter, and that's the first possession of the quarter. They still have 7, but they've done a much better job taking care of the basketball, and hence making it a 5-point game right now, giving less opportunities to Slovenia. Joksimovic. Hrovat uses the ghost screen and goes all the way. And those ghost screens are very difficult to defend. Nobody helps. And he had a runway down the lane. A little bit of full court pressure here. Balent and Kieslink is fouled by Hrovat. Yeah, definitely got him right there. So 14 on the shot clock for Czechia. Kieslink will pull. That one won't go down this time. Joksimovic looks to go all the way. Can't get it to fall. Petrika with the rebound will bring it up. Kieslink looking to go one-on-one. Not this time again. And Omic pulls down the board. Tells Joksimovic, let's slow things down a little bit, huh? And Omic wide open underneath. And gets the friendly roll. Nice little touch by Omic. Has 4 points, and now Slovenia, her biggest lead at 9. Just a little over 5 minutes left to go here in the second. Drive and kick. The floater no good, and the putback though by Zidek. Did a nice job following his own shot. And now he'll go to the line. See right here. Yeah, definitely fouled there by Radovic. So Zidek misses the first. Is playing in Spain this year. Was a part of that Eurobasket team this last summer. And was shooting 100% from the free throw line with only 2 previous free throws from the first window, but goes 1 for 2. And that one went off the foot of Samora. Or maybe it was the foot. Oh yeah, it definitely went off the foot of Samora. Okay. Pass inside to Omic, finds Joksimovic wide open from the corner. Can't get it to go. Nice little fake handoff. The jumper from the elbow, off the mark. Kroflic looks to go all the way, but kicks it out instead. Horvat trying to play one-on-one, almost loses it. Turns the corner though, and misses the easy lay-in. Sikora gets it back. Play a little two-man game, almost loses his footing, but the 3-ball off the mark once again for Kieslink. Coming the other way though. Kroflic is fouled, attacking the rim, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Actually, he hasn't been to the free throw line now that I think about it. Kroflic, young, up and coming, still developing a all-around game. Has really good instincts on the floor. Just 19 years old. Did play in under 19 World Cup this last summer. And is with BC Mega in Serbia this season. A little bit of a slow quarter here, 11-6 for Slovenia. Kiesling did a nice job curling off that pick and gets to the rack for 2. Prepelic kicks it to the corner. Radovic gets his own miss. Finds Omic underneath. Kicks it out, and the 3-ball again short, and Slovenia continue to struggle from beyond the arc. Just 1 for 14 now, shooting 7%. I mean, had they made a few of those threes, this would be a completely different game, but because they're missing all these outside shots, Czechia is still in this game. Sikora looking to attack, and foul off the ball on Samar. That'll send Kiesling to the line. And Kiesling shooting 67% from the free throw line. Playing in China this year. Goes 1 for 2. They're sticking around. Still a 2-possession ball game with 2:50 left in the second. They can go on a little run here. Prepelic finds Samar in the corner, and beautiful finish in traffic by Samar. Had a nice decel going to the basket. And the shot fake almost got away with the travel, but oh my! The bucket plus the foul for Boom. David Boom comes in. Look at this. Oh, just kidding. Puts the ball on the floor. Embraces the contact, and with the left hand, tough finish. Oh, yeah, definitely. He got away with the travel there, but sometimes referees miss things. That's okay. It'll all work out in the end. And Bum converts the 3-point play, makes it a 5-point game. Prepelic finally hits one for Slovenia. That had to feel good to see that one go in. 2 for 15 for Slovenia from downtown tonight. Balent will try from deep. Not this time, gets his own rebound, looks to attack and loses it on the way up, but is actually fouled. Yeah, right there, that swipe down by Krampel. So Balent misses the first one. He's playing in Germany this year, was a part of that Eurobasket team this last summer. Still very young, just 23 years old. Makar will come back in for Slovenia. Oh, nice little pick and roll. And the finish by Radovic. Great connection there. Beautiful pass from Samar. Let's have another look at it right here. Beautiful bounce pass. And Radovic, the throwdown And Czechia now with the timeout on the floor. Slovenia have gone on a little run, 38-29.
Ríšo, ty jsi druhej. Ciky vezmeš míč. Bom, 4-5. Dobrou clonu, Fando. Dobrou clonu. Bom. Není. Bom. Pokračujem dál. 45. Máme potom čas. 3 strana. Když udělají, pokračujem dál. Máme 2 střelce. Cut, bom, we ready to shoot. Okay, finish.
All right, Radovic now has 7 points in just 13 minutes. But now gives Slovenia their biggest lead at 9. 1:40 left here in the second. And looks like Sikora was tripped. Definitely was not intentional. So he'll go to the line. Yeah, just kind of hit his back foot, barely nicked it, and then it's unfortunate for Smerkar. That's his 3rd foul. So he will head to the bench as Hrovat checks in. Sikora knocks down the first one. And gets both of those to go. And Czechia has done a nice job getting to the free throw line this quarter. Was a little bit off compared to Slovenia after the first 10 minutes, but they're still only shooting 64% from the free throw line. And a deflection, but somehow gets back in the hands of Slovenia. Samar up top and a shove from behind. Looked like that's definitely on Kovar. And that's his 3rd foul. So yeah, it looks like Krampo was trying to set a screen and Kovar had other plans. Just shoves him. So now Krampo back to the line. Does have 5 points, 3 rebounds tonight. Make it 6 points now. And the lead back to 9 for Slovenia. Sikora up top. Gets it back. Bum misses the 3. But Sikora will try. That one's off the mark. And not sure if it's out of bounds or a foul on the play. Let's have a look. Radovic did a nice job. they're just going to call, yeah, it's just baseline out of bounds here. And wow, wide open. Had to have been miscommunication by Slovenia, but Petrica gets an easy lay-in. Samar turns the corner, off the glass, and they're not going to count that. Maybe it would have gone in, but not exactly sure. Let's have a look here. Such a nice job absorbing the contact, initiating the contact. Yeah, that was definitely going out. So Samar heads to the line. And he's playing this year in Gran Canaria for Dreamland Gran Canaria. He was also a part of the World Cup team in 2023. And I'm sure he's trying to do everything he can to get his team back to the World Cup in 2027. Samora. Finds Balent. The drive and kick out. Kieslink turns the corner, throws it out, tough, contested three, and the knockdown just as the shot clock was winding down by Boom. 6 points for him and a timeout on the floor. Czechia still hanging around. 42-36 with 18.2 left in the first half.
Ja se bomo. Igramo na Samar, na 8 sekund, ne prej. Klemen, boš delal delay screen za Krampla. Krampl, šel boš iz svik, ti boš širil, boš... Ja, ti boš biti visoko za Klemen.
All right, so 6-point lead for Slovenia. 18.2 on the clock. We'll see if they will finish the second quarter as they did the first. And if you missed that, that was with a nasty dunk just in time at the buzzer. So Samar set things up. Prepelic gets open, sets his feet. Can't get the roll. O-board is there. Almost at the buzzer again is Radovic. So he will go to the free throw line. And here's the missed three. I think the refs are going to see if the foul was called in time or not. Oh yeah, there's definitely, he definitely got that off in time. The whistle was blown there, so yeah. Actually, I think they're going to put time on the clock is what I think that's what they're going to do. So second chance points right now for Slovenia are got 6 second chance points and 11 for Czechia. But you gotta love these effort plays right here that Radovic has been relentless tonight. And yes, they're gonna say it did put more time in the clock, 0.4. And Radovic will still. So Radovic. 8 points tonight. He's perfect from the free throw line. Make it 9. And with 0.4 on the clock, can't do a whole lot with that. A full length of the court. So after 2 quarters, Slovenia 44, Czechia 36. As both teams head to the locker rooms to try catch a quick breather, but also make the right adjustments. And here are some of the stats. And you see right away 3 points, 12% for Slovenia, 2 for 16. And the turnovers, Slovenia outstanding with just 1 turnover in 20 minutes of play. Czechia had 5 of their 7 turnovers in the first 5 minutes of the game. So they've done a much better job taking care of the basketball. Top scorers right now, Radovic 9 for Slovenia, Balent with 10 for Czechia. Well, let's have a look at some of the best plays in the second quarter. And Balent really just leading the way right now for Czechia. Only player in double figures. He does have 10 and 3 rebounds and 1 assist. He's going to need some help, to be honest, if Czechia wants to have a chance here. They've done a much better job controlling the tempo, taking care of the basketball in the second quarter. The first 5 minutes, they were really unrecognizable. Had so many turnovers in 5 minutes. Really uncharacteristic of them. But again, as I said earlier, partly because of the defense of Slovenia. They did a nice job pressuring them, making it difficult for Czechia offensively. And Slovenia, I mean, they have an 8-point lead right now. And imagine if they made some of those threes, that would completely break things wide open. So sometimes it's just a tale of 2 halves. You can't assume that they're going to continue to shoot this poorly from beyond the arc. I mean, 2 for 16 is pretty bad, 13%, but a lot to unfold here in the second half. So we will be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Let's get this body started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovic, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks.
He is a magician.
Waiting time. Both teams over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
What a pass that is, Maxson! Are you mad, son?
to Shimada, glides through, no one there, oh, batted away. What a defensive start. Markovic meets him at the penthouse and swats it away. Might be Kununchuk to drill for the lob, and he's going to tie us up.
There's about a 3-second differential and the Netherlands turn it over. Oh my word. M1. Sokolowski.
Now here we are, approach it in the open floor, bounce pass, Todu behind the back. Are you kidding me? A little bit of showtime at the most important time of the game. Approach it head up, he comes back and just hammers it home.
Fourth turnover of the game for Serbia. Drives inside with a two-handed thunder for Fana. That's a big play. Oh, it's been thrown away by Grover. Kuhlman for three. No way! You are kidding me! You are kidding me right now! Unbelievable here in Copa. Has that really just happened?
Yai goes downhill. Oh yeah! Cheryl the yeah. Just sticks the defender on a poster.
They have to heave. No good off the glass. Spain, who have numbers. And they finish. Alex Reyes extends the lead 60-43. And Spain is on a roll. Just having their way tonight.
Throws it up. Oh, he spills it. Sardiunas for the win. Oh my goodness. Lithuania make it on the buzzer. How? Simply just how? The basketball gods favor their most loved child, Lithuania.
How many times are we going to see this? Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks to close out, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
naše dve maskoti Litko in pa Koža Plaza hvala. Zdaj pa so nazaj že naši reprezentanti, tako da gremo dol z igrišča. Nekaj minut pauze, potem pa se spet vidimo in slišimo.
All right, welcome back, folks. Slovenia in full control right now, 44-36 over Czechia. And Radovic, as you see right there, 9 points, 3 rebounds for him, leading the way for Slovenia, and Samar with 3 assists. And Czechia, obviously, they were off to a good start in the first window, 2-0. Obviously want to get this win tonight to continue to stay in the driver's seat. If they do win tonight and the next game, that would clinch an advancement for them to go into the second round. Slovenia, obviously important for them to get this win to try and regain control of Group H. And again, these two teams will meet on Sunday in Czechia. And Balent leading the way for Czechia with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. But Czechia really struggled in the first 5 minutes of the game. They, in my opinion, did a much better job in the second quarter. They did limit their live ball turnovers, did a much better job taking care of the basketball. But in my opinion, they need to make Slovenia defend multiple actions. And they did it just a couple of times, getting deep into that shot clock. And they got great shots. So I think they need to try to make Slovenia work on defense. Having said that, maybe try like I said, multiple actions, maybe try and pull their bigs out, stretch out their defense. And on top of that, I think they need to continue to try and win these effort plays, crash the offensive glass. And limit second opportunities for Slovenia if they want to try and get in this game. And for Slovenia, I mean, continue to control the pace. Samar is leading the way for them. Continue to run when you can. If not, slow it down and get buckets inside and go through Omic. And speaking of Omic, let him control the paint. You know, win the rebounding battle. Continue to protect the rim. They did a great job of that in the first half, only allowing 14 points in the first half for Czechia in the paint. But let's see what coach has to say.
Máš jeden na jednoho, Richarde. Máš pés, máš jeden na jednoho, když nemáš tenhle flare. Když jde spodem, což nepůjdou, tak se může zastavit střela. OK, to je první, on down. Pak 3 strana. 3 strana.
Mal nadbrej, OK? Iba poput daj teči sem, igramo ta delay screen. Slip, igraj ga napadi, ipa svojega zablokiraj.
Ramba pa skok, ajde, vidiš ti?
Of the qualifying game for FIBA Basketball World Cup, Slovenia 44, Czechia 36.
All right, and for Slovenia, it's going to be important for them to make shots this second half, especially from the perimeter. They did shoot 2 for 16. That's 13% from beyond the arc. But I think they need to continue to create clean looks, get Czechia to chase them. And if not, if that's still not working, they can't settle. They need to get to the rim, get to the free throw line. And welcome, welcome everyone. World Cup qualifiers here. Game day 3, Slovenia and Czechia going at it. And the 3-ball goes up and in for Kroflic, and that's exactly how you want to start things out. We're just talking about how they need to make their shots from the outside, and they struggled all first half from beyond the arc. And defensively, bodies on the floor come up with a steal here, and this is Slovenia's biggest lead right now. Samar finds Omic inside, 1-footer. Can't get that to go, but a steal behind the back pass. And Samar makes sure that he finishes that one. It almost looked like it was about to roll out a little bit, but Slovenia off to a great start this second half. Balent gives it inside, but Omic deflects it. And shot clock winding down. I'm not sure if they know. They don't. And Samar hits the deck. Saw some of the players put their hands up as if it was unsportsmanlike, so we'll see right here. I don't think that's unsportsmanlike. He's just making a pass. Yeah, that's just that was just basketball right there, folks. All right, so a 13-point lead now for Slovenia, their biggest lead of the night. And Czechia, yep, 10 turnovers they had, 7 at half. And Radovic goes around and out. And Radovic, just the hustle and the effort, that's what I'm talking about. Just created another possession here for his team. As that goes out of bounds on Zidek. Horvat drives, finds Samar. He'll pull, and Samar knocks down the 3, and so far, 2 for 2 from downtown. And a timeout on the floor as Slovenia just came out of that locker room on an 8-0 run. With their biggest lead, 52-36.
Dobrý 3 strana. Solidní 3 strana. Nejdřív press breaker, dobrý 3 strana. OK, Páťo, vezme si to ty. A máme Kiziho, Richarda. A chci atakovat. Jestli pomůžou, máme 2 střelce. Fix. Nemá střelu, pokračuje dál. Borci, ale ve obraně musíme zabrat. Second chance point. Musíme doskočit. Jednu netrefej, my musíme mít víc. Ne, že když už mají minou, že si dáme znova.
All right, I don't know if you saw that stat, but just 1 turnover for Slovenia. I need to figure out what the record is because that's so small. Hopefully I don't jinx them by saying that, but 1 turnover compared to Czechia's 10. And again, Czechia started the game, the first 5 minutes had 5 turnovers, and they're starting the second half with 3 turnovers right away as Slovenia just went on an 8-0 run. Now with their biggest lead of 16. Samora goes all the way off the glass. And Patrick Zamora gets his first 2 points of the night. Hrovat up top. Looking to go one-on-one, kicks it out. Samar, oh my, gets the friendly roll. And so far, 3 for 3 from downtown to start this second half when they were 2 for 16 in the first. And as I said earlier, if they just had they hit a couple of those threes in that first half, it'd be a completely different ball game. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now as they've hit those first 3 and off the glass. You gotta be kidding me. Kieslink knocks down a 3 of his own for Czechia. Samar kicks it out. Now Hrovat again looking to drive. Kroflich goes up and is fouled with 1.8 on the shot clock. So Czechia almost finished that possession playing solid defense. And then that little shove right there at the end. There's that previous 3-pointer. Finally get a friendly roll. And that one off the glass, my goodness. And Kroflich. Back at the line, the 19-year-old. 5 points and 2 rebounds for him tonight. And look at that, Radic getting his hands on the ball. He's everywhere. Trying to do everything to get extra possessions. I love it. Samora. And a foul. As Kieslink is trying to be aggressive going to the rack. Hrovat got him from behind. That's only his first. So ball on the side, 14 on the shot clock. 3-ball up, 3-ball down for Petrica. Closing the gap just a little bit now as he's got 7 points. The drive and kick, extra pass. Samar, why not? Can't get it to go this time, but the O board by Omic. Samar again makes sure he doesn't miss twice. Now has 17 points. Balent up top. Step back 3 from the wing. Hits the front iron. Gets his own rebound. Pulls again from the wing. Not this time. And Hrovat looking to push and is fouled on the floor. So Slovenia, again, 2 for 16 from 3 in the first half. And right now in the first 4.5 minutes, 4 for 6 in the second half. Samar up top. No look pass inside to Omic, and he was fouled by Kieslink. That'll be his third. So baseline out of bounds. Samar to inbound, has to throw it in up top. Skip pass to the corner. And the 3-ball again. This time, it's Kroflic from downtown. And 18 points right now this quarter for Slovenia. And it's been all threes, I believe. And here they come in transition L. Beautifully done. Struka throws it home and makes it a 20-point game now. Kieslink knocks down a 3 for Czechia. He's got 14. And Czechia can still, there's plenty of time. A lot can happen in this quarter, to be honest. They just need to try and get some stops here, but Slovenia are red hot as they miss that one, but the O board and the effort by the big man as Omic went flying out of bounds. Samar on the drive, kicks it to Omic for 3, corner pocket. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Unbelievable! Omic hits a 3 of his own and 6 for 9 this quarter for Slovenia. Nice little hesitation by Kieslink, and a tough foul there by Omic. There's that previous play. The throwdown for Struka. And a corner pocket 3 from the big man. Kieslink misses the first. But right now, just a completely different team for Slovenia. As Kieslink misses both free throws. Still a 20-point game right now for Slovenia. And an offensive foul on the screen. That'll be on Kremp. I think it's on Krempel. Krempel, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jurkovic checks in for the first time tonight. And 23-11 this quarter, still 3.5 left to go. Kieslink looking to go one-on-one, shake and bake, and is fouled on the 3 by Jurkovic. Unfortunate for him, he just checks in and commits a foul on a 3. It doesn't look like he got him on the hand, but I think he got him on the landing. Yo, yeah, definitely have to give the shooter space to land. So it was a good contest up top, but just not on the bottom half. So Kiesling now has 16 points. Leading the way for Czechia. And misses. But Prepelic comes up with it. And Joksimovic. Prepelic kicks it out. Joksimovic will drive. Corner pocket three. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. The shooting. This quarter is just outstanding. Luka Štuka knocked down a corner pocket three. And Slovenia just on fire. Shot clock winding down. They kick it out. Kiesling misses. But Štuka commits the foul on the O board. So Bum will go to the line. And here's that previous play. Nice driving kick there by two of the, Joksimovic, 17 years old. Luka Štuka is 23. A lot of young, promising talent for Slovenia. And Bum misses a free throw, and Czechia struggling from the free throw line, 9 for 17, that's 53%. But still a 20-point lead here for Slovenia. 2:15 left to go in the third. And intercepted here, they've got numbers 2-on-1. And they can't finish. And here comes Slovenia the other way. Drive and kick, wide open three. And it goes down once again. It is raining threes this third quarter for Slovenia. Jurkovic wanted to join the party. And a timeout on the floor. And Slovenia with their biggest lead, 73-50.
Každý bod se počítá. Jo? Nekoukejte na skóre. Co oni dělají? Drive, kick, shot. Drive, kick, shot. To, co chceme my. Jdeme teďko. Dobrou 45. Dobrou 45 s tím, že tam tou pětku, pojď tam bejt ty, děláme curl step up. OK? Máš střelu, nemáš střelu, pass, pick, corner. OK? 45. Pojď.
All right, if you're just now joining us, Slovenia really struggled in the first half shooting from three. They were 2 for 16. And this quarter alone, it is a completely different team. 8 for 11 from downtown. That's insane. Rylik. Three ball, no good for Czechia. Joksimovic up top. And a foul on the handoff. So 29 points this quarter for Slovenia to just 14 for Czechia. Joksimovic will drive, and he's fouled. So Joksimovic will go to the line. That would have been a really tough shot for him to make, and he almost did, but you can see that Joksimovic has got great length, great size, is still kind of developing physically, but shows so much promise. I mean, he is only 17 years old, has such a good feel for the game, can score at all 3 levels, so it's going to be fun to watch him progress over the next few years. Samora finds Rylik, who can't finish the lay-in. And Joksimovic will bring the ball up the floor. Prepelic, skip pass. Another 3-ball goes up and almost in. Hanslik. Back to Samora up top. Zidek misses the 3, and should be the last shot here for Slovenia to end the third, as Prepelic brings the ball up the floor, turns the corner, and that will go out of bounds. So 2.9 on the clock for Czechia. A lot of time here for them to get up a shot. That's pretty good defense by Petraka. So Prepelic will go have a seat. Samar back in. And 2.9 on the clock. And that will not go down for Sikora. So that will do it after 3 quarters. A huge, huge quarter for Slovenia. 75-50, their biggest lead at 25 points. And they just went off. 31-14 that third quarter. And again, I said earlier, had they just made a few of those threes in the first half, it would be a different ball game. And I don't know what was said at halftime, but my goodness, 8 threes were made in that third quarter. And right now you've got Žiga Samar leading the way for Slovenia with 17 points, 6 for 8 from the field, 3 for 5 from downtown. Also has 6 assists on the night. He is the only player in double figures for Slovenia, but everyone is pretty much on the scoreboard. Yes, everyone has scored tonight for them. I mean, if they're going to keep shooting this way for another 10 minutes, it's going to be a long game for Czechia. But Czechia right now, they've got 2 players in double figures. Balent still has 10 points, had 10 points at half, did not score that quarter. And Kieslink has 16, shooting 5 for 13, but Czechia also struggling from the free throw line. 10 for 18 right now, 55.5%. But Czechia has done well, rebounding, 14 offensive rebounds tonight. And a fourth quarter underway, folks. World Cup qualifiers. And right off the bat, the attack from Samora as he adds 2 for Czechia. Joksimovic thought about it, decides to pull it back out. Now looks to go one-on-one as shot clock's winding down. Little step back three. Not this time for him, but the O board is there. And Prepelic turns it over. Had a little too much juice on that pass. Samora trying to get Czechia organized. He'll pull from three. That won't go. Prepelic on the wing. Gets it back, and he'll pull from deep. That hits the front of the rim. But O board. Nice little shot fake. And Stefan Joksimovic knocks down a three. 9 points for him. And the pick and roll, the block, oh my. Huge block there. Looked like it was an easy two. But the effort and the rejection by Slovenia. See if we can get a replay here. Yep, look at this, the timing is perfect by Smekar. Joksimovic up top, kicks it out. And another turnover here by Prepelic. I think he's trying to pass a little too much. And a three ball off the mark this time, but another O board for Czechia. They've got a ton of offensive rebounds this game. Try again from three, still no good. And a big defensive board for Joksimovic. Jurkovic working his way in the low block, gets double teamed, kicks it out. Joksimovic again from downtown. 12 points for Joksimovic. And this lead is just getting out of control now, 81-52 for Slovenia. And Czechia cannot stop the bleeding as they turn it over. And again, these two teams are going to meet again on Sunday in Czechia. As Petrika obviously upset he could not hang on to that pass. But Sikora comes back in. And 11 turnovers for Czechia and 5 now for Slovenia. And I might have jinxed them a little bit by talking about how they only had 1 for so long, but 19 assists for Slovenia, 10 for Czechia, and Sikora commits the foul. It's only his second. The drive and dish. Off the mark this time. And a three ball. That one's heavy for Czechia. As Horvat will slow things down here. Smekar. Drive off the glass, no good, but the O board is there. They kick it out. Corner pocket three. You bet! Stefan Joksimovic again knocks down the triple. 15 points now for him. And a timeout on the floor for Czechia. Trying to do everything that they can to disrupt Slovenia, but my goodness, What a tale of two halves. Third quarter was 31-14 for Slovenia, and right now 9-2 in this fourth quarter. I feel like all those points have probably come from Joksimovic, who's done an outstanding job. He's hit a few triples. Joksimovic, yes, 3 for 5 from downtown, has 15 points in just 17 minutes. Also has 6 rebounds. The 17-year-old really showing what he is capable of. Getting some love from the fans. Samora. They go inside. Petrika up and under. Tough shot, gets his own board though. Kicks it out, and unfortunately, they step on the line. So another turnover for Czechia. And points from turnovers, as you see on the screen, 12 for Slovenia. And a nice pass from Žiga Samar to Luka Štuka. He's got 7 points now. And you see the points in the paint, 26-18. A nice little Euro step by Kiesling. Now has 18. Horvat kicks it out. Gets it back. Nice pass. Omic gives it back to him though. And Horvat hits a 3. Now the lead, 89-54. Horvat's got 9 points. Kiesling misses the three-pointer. Smrekar. Omic will try and tell the team to slow it down a little bit. Another 3-ball. Goes up and in for Gregor Horvat. 12 points now, and this, wow, almost a 40-point lead here for Slovenia. And just this quarter alone, 5 for 7, that's 71% from 3. I mean, really, had you watched the first half, they really could not hit a 3 to save their life. They were 2 for 16. What was that? What did I say? Was it 11% or 13%? One of those. And now, for the game, 15 for 35. 43% from downtown. Defensive board for Štuka. They throw it all the way down to Omic, but a little too much on that pass as he steps out of bounds. Yeah, little tippy toe on the line there. But again, the point differential is really important here in the group phase, just in case, you know, Slovenia and Czechia end up tied in the standings. It'll come down to the points, and nice little up and under there by Zidek for Czechia. And to be honest, who knows what's going to happen in 2 days when these two teams meet up again on Sunday. You never know. Nice take Off the glass for Horvat. He's got 14 now. And, you know, sometimes it's difficult after beating a team by so much to play them again a couple days later. The effort might not be the same. You don't know if that will be the case with Slovenia. I mean, obviously they know what's at stake here. Every game is extremely important in these qualifications, as Samar turns it over, but they get it back. And now they've got numbers. Horvat will pull from the wing and knocks it down. Sharpshooter from the wing. Horvat, 17 points now. Ruban misses the easy one. And Samar try and get this team organized for these last few possessions. And decides to take it himself. Adds 2 more to his line. He's got 19. Oh, shot fake and drive. And Omic took the bait on the shot fake. So more subs coming in for the last minute and 51. And Kroflic coming in. Radovic. Krempel as well. And Joksimovic, all the young guys. The exception of, well, Omic is still young. 33 is nothing. But the average age for Slovenia is 25 years. You've got Kroflic, who's 19 years old. Joksimovic, 17. Smrekar, who's 19 years old as well. So a couple of teenagers on this team, and they've done very well for themselves. That's why I said the future is very bright for Slovenia. And Omic definitely has a mismatch inside. They go to him. Oh, but nice hops there by Sikora. And Joksimovic commits the foul. He seems upset with himself that he didn't put enough on that pass. Nice little pick and roll action, and they can't get the roll to go. I think there was a late whistle on the play. So I think that was on, yeah. So Zidek will go to the line and misses the first. Does get the second one to go. Has 4 points tonight and 5 rebounds for Czechia. Joksimovic picked up his dribble early there. Kroflic has to heave, step back 3. It's the front of the rim. And out to the races is Czechia, but they miss. And Kroflic trying to push the pace, but ball goes out of bounds. We'll see if Slovenia will get to that 100 mark. Joksimovic up top. Radovic will drive, kicks it out. One more up top to Joksimovic. Not this time. Sikora. Nice pass, my goodness. Beautiful vision by Sikora to Zidek, but just not enough. I mean, a 40-point lead here. Slovenia super impressive this second half. And right now, 24-9 this quarter. I'm not sure if they're going to shoot it or not. Doesn't look like Omic is going to. And he does not. And that will do it, folks. 99-59. Slovenia with a huge, huge victory at home. And putting them in a great position to seize control of Group H. Again, these two teams will meet again on Sunday in Czechia. So we'll see how Czechia will bounce back from this loss. I mean, they were held to 23 points in the second half, so great defense by Slovenia, but their offense was extremely impressive, as you see here. Ended up shooting 42% from three, 16 for 38. Only 7 turnovers, had 1 turnover for so long. And Czechia finished the game with 13 turnovers. They did start off with 5 right away, but here are the top scorers: Samar 19, Kieslink 18 for Czechia, Hrovat with 17, and Joksimovic with 15. All right, they're handing the mic to the youngster. I love this. Putting him on the spot to say something to the fans. Have no idea what he's saying, but I'm sure it's all good things. Probably thanking the fans for their support tonight. But yes, let's have a look at some of the best plays in the fourth quarter, which I would imagine would be all of the threes that this team made in the second half. I mean, Slovenia was on fire. You could not stop them. There was no way for Czechia to stop the bleeding other than trying to call a timeout to disrupt their flow. But to be honest, it did not matter. Everyone was knocking down threes. Samar really got them going in that the first few minutes, first couple possessions in the third quarter. But everyone had a chance to contribute. And to be honest, everyone scored for them tonight, with the exception of Sirkvanik, but actually he did not play at all tonight, so was active on the roster, but he didn't play. But they've got, Slovenia has 3 players in double figures. Žiga Samar leading the way with 19 points, 7 for 9 from the field, also dishing out 7 assists. Gregor Hrovat had 17 points, 2 rebounds and 3 assists. And then the youngster, Stefan Joksimovic, 15 points in just under 19 minutes, was 5 for 10, had 6 rebounds as well. So yes, 99 points, very impressive. Again, these two teams will meet again on Sunday. And right now, Slovenia moves up in that first place spot. Czechia right behind them. Estonia and Sweden playing right now. So still a lot left to go here. This is obviously only the second window and game day 3 for Group H. But more basketball to come on Sunday for Slovenia and Czechia. But thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you guys on Sunday for game number 2 between these two amazing teams. 99-59 for Slovenia. Have a good night, folks. We will see you next time.